Hey YouTube, this has been Gessel. I don't know how long I'm going to be making this video, but I wanted to at least show you guys some daylight around here. We just have, since this is daytime, we're going to have some conversations and stuff from other people at some point. Sorry about that. Let's try to keep things, well, yeah. So yeah, as you guys could probably follow some of my last videos, there's definitely more than a few things in my mind. I wanted to make some kind of more peaceful video today. More than one, but I honestly don't know. I'm very angry about a lot of things. And also, that's right, there was a lunch I was going to go to this morning, which I just couldn't get to because of some time issues and having to take care of an IRS letter and things. Absolutely ridiculous crap that was already supposed to be taken care of in October, and I thought I did take care of it, which H&R Block should have taken care of. And by the way, it's 43 degrees out here, or lower. It's in the 40s. So it's not exactly cool out here. It's close on to being a little bit cold. And also, it's still raining, by the way. But it's not raining as bad as it was earlier today. But whatever. Yeah, I'm angry about... I keep getting set back thousands and thousands of dollars, which I shouldn't have to be spending in taxes. Makes my life a lot more frustrating, which I haven't really talked about before so much. Just because I'm self-employed. That's it. I'm wondering how to navigate this little section here of road. Yesterday, by the way, I was trying to do a little bit of Christmas shopping. It was so dark and rainy that, when I was turning corners in the Fred Meyer's parking lot, I could hardly even see where the curb was. My car was okay. I was driving 10 miles sometimes to get from one house to another. It was a little bit weirder day, much weirder day than my regular days because it was, it's just a long story. I'm going to try to talk about taxes anymore, but I wanted to at least show you guys a daylight video here of some sort this month. I'll try to at least have, because there's some kind of family event happening tonight. I don't know if I can send you guys a Christmas light video, at least in my neighborhood, but what I'm going to try to do is have something like that this Christmas for you guys to see Christmas lights, if not this area, then at least in Tacoma University Place or something closer to where my parents live. So again, there's a few different things I'm talking about here at this video, but I am very angry and frustrated, trying to become less so. And believe you me, even though it's only in the, I guess, high 30s right now, well, I don't know. For some reason, I'll be honest, like, my hands have been colder recently. I'm not sure why. I think it's been just very wet. I mean, it's been rainy as heck recently. The only reason why I'm not depressed, and I'm fighting depression with so many ways, I'm not really depressed, but this kind of weather can make someone feel that way a little bit more. And the main reason I'm not getting depressed is there's just so much that I have to do and be on about every day. If someone honestly doesn't have anything that they have to do for a long, long time, or anything that they want to do, more especially that second one, and they're just not doing anything, and they live in, like, Northwest Territories, Alaska, well, someplace very, very dark and cold. I mean, I sometimes think that to be idyllic because, it's a lot less stress and whatever. Some part of me wants to do that really bad, get away from it all, but there's a side to that kind of thing that would make me, I think, it should make me very peaceful. But I think it would, depending on how things are in my life, more depressed. I don't know. So I'm not going to go that route. I mean, I don't know. There's so many other things that would be better for me psychologically and whatever else than to go off and live in the Northwest Territories or Antarctica or something. Oh boy, Antarctica would be weird. I wouldn't want that. Anyway, so again, I'm going to talk about some other things here. So there's, I don't know, a lot of things I'm considering. Well, a few things still work-wise. It's just funny that everybody expects you to work. There's a lot of jobs that are just, there are a lot of things that, how can I put this? There are a lot of things that, a lot of jobs that you can have just on the side for extra income, where they expect you to work all kinds of hours or have all kinds of availability, but they don't give you benefits and they don't pay you very well, and they're dumb jobs. And so many of us don't want those jobs. The only thing I want is something in the morning. It would definitely change some things and make me probably really value the time I had off even more. At that point, if I had a part-time morning job, I'd probably be working. It would definitely be more than full-time. It would be getting on to 50 hours, 60 hours, in that ballpark. So that's a lot of work. And so my work I have right now would seem definitely nicer. But it is still work. I definitely work at what I do. It's not easy. It's just a lot more fulfilling, and it's not as much like work. But again, it's extra income that I could use. And so that's why I'm still considering it. But again, as I mentioned, everybody wants you to have all this availability or close to full-time and not quite. So they don't want to pay you benefits. They don't want to give you benefits. So, all that train of thought. Incidentally, I would like to go to the family get-together, but I'm just thinking I have second thoughts. I don't know. I just know that there's still some stuff to work out here, unfortunately, and I'm not sure what the U.S. government's thinking. Are they thinking that all this stuff that they've been doing for the longest period of time is going to result in us being very loyal to the government as it stands? No. How can anybody in the right mind think that we're going to be loyal to government like this? And again, the only reason why the Chinese are not as loyal to their government is out of fear, because people got run over by tanks in Tiananmen Square. I remember that. I was 9 when that happened. I think it was 1987. I was born in 1978. Yeah, I was not very old. I still remember that though. And I was like, what the heck? I was powerless to do anything about it. I couldn't do anything about it at the time. And so ever since then, everybody's been scared of Beijing. I don't blame them. A lot of people are scared of the U.S. government than American. We simply happen to not be as scared because we haven't seen America be as much of a bully as the Chinese government's been to their people. But the American government can be far more of a bully than the Chinese government. Any big government can be that way. Governments have to be brought down at some point. They have to realize that they're supposed to serve people, not the other way around. Because they exist to serve people that they're in charge of. That's what they exist for, is to serve, not to domineer over, be tyrannical over. There are stories from the beginning of time that have to do with tyrannical governments and people that are fighting for freedom. From the beginning of time, not just England or Scotland, or not just Greece, and the traditions of democracy. It's all kinds of civilizations. Do you think the monarchies of ancient times were like forcing people to believe certain things by the sword. Depends on the theocracy, I suppose, or the monarchy. But if anybody forced someone by the sword to believe something, I know we're talking. You guys might think I'm talking about Islam here. Islam. Yeah. The only governments, in my opinion, that were theocratic, that were, in my opinion, theocratic in the right way, definitely wouldn't force someone by the sword to believe something. But anyway, I can see the other side of that, but that's not what I wanted to talk about so much in this video. So I have had a little exercise. I have to continue. Well, anyway, I'm thinking about trying out, by the way, a video game here, possibly. And definitely in this case to chill out a little bit. And I should mention, at least at this point, I wanted to make more of a in-depth update about vitamin K2 here in a bit. And its effects so far on my health. It's been hard to tell, honestly. I've probably been at it for only a few weeks, taking vitamin K2 along with vitamin D3. And I haven't been taking calcium supplement regularly, but I've been eating foods with calcium. It's just that I think that if you don't do dairy, you get a lot of your calcium from green leafy vegetables, which I do have some of that stuff too. I just often wonder if I'm getting enough calcium. But I suppose I am, because my brother, who's a doctor, has mentioned that you don't really need to supplement with calcium. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I'm going to do a little loop here, even though it's really cold outside here. So, yeah. But I can mention a few things so far. My bones feel really good. I feel healthier a little bit. I'll probably know even more after taking this for a longer period of time. I'm assuming that the effects will be positive. I imagine my arteries will be in much better shape. Or even better shape. If there's any calcification in the arteries, imagine all that stuff will be gone because of the K2. So imagine that there's probably a lot of calcium, or some calcium in the body, that hasn't been absorbed as much because of having less K2. Like, most people don't have a lot of K2, and the research is still going on about K2. But imagine that there's probably some good things going on. And, yeah, my body will probably get a little bit more efficient. My waist size has been shrinking very, very slowly. Not too much, but I've been a little healthier, a little trimmer, maybe. Anyway, my game plan again this year is mostly to stick with Trader Joe's for most things, and with meat. Just get a little bit of meat here and there at nicer stores, and in the summer go to farmers markets more for fruit and stuff. Not over too much on fruit. And that's my game plan. Try to stick to it. And then, even a grocery outlet, my landlord had a grocery outlet coupon thing. That grocery outlet selling pasteurized eggs. Two dozen, like a dozen of them for $3.50, or two of them, 2 dozen eggs, 2 packages of dozen eggs for $7. That's $3.50 each. And I was like, I'd never shopped at a grocery outlet, but I don't know, if they're selling truly pasteurized eggs for that price, man, that sounds like a good deal, as long as they're pasteurized eggs. All right, you guys take care. Hopefully this wasn't too angry a video. Just trying to chill out. Gotta talk to my parents about some stuff. Talk to you later. Thanks. Oh, leave me thoughts and comments below. Catch you later. Bye.